Usually black soap comes in this loose form before it gets molded into what you see out there. So I'm just going to measure out 1 cup of black soap and mix it with 2 cups of water. So that is 2 parts of water to 1 part of soap, and each cup is 250 ml. And when I'm through with this, I will cover it up and keep it to dissolve completely. Yeah, so in this my DIY black soap recipe, I will be using glycerin, avocado oil, almond oil, sunflower, lemongrass, and also I have lavender oil here. I'm using these two for fragrance, and I also have vitamin E, but the major thing I'll be using is this shea butter, and then I have XG, that's Xanthaga, because I'm not doing the liquid one like that. I want it to be like a gel. So yeah, so we're doing the DIY black soap gel. All right, these are the tools I'll be using. Of course, the cups, and then the spoons for proper measuring, and my super hood hand blender. Then I have this cup for dispensing. Here is my soap. I already dissolved it, and I think I've had it for almost like 3 weeks in water. Okay, it didn't even supposed to last like 2 hours, but for some reason I was unable to do this to complete it, but now I'm so ready. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to pour my dissolved soap into this cup, because I'm using a pure black soap, and pure black soap are not like always clean. They usually have some bits. So as you can see, and if I didn't do this, that means I'll be putting all manner of things in my hair, and then this is a stone. You could also just use a sieve if you have one, but I don't have one, but it would have just been easier for you like that. So I'm just going to put it away. The next thing I'm doing is to measure out my shea butter. I'm using the 1/3 cup. That's 53 ml for this recipe. I'm doing this because black soap can be very, very harsh, so this should tone it down. I'm going to put it on this cooker to melt my shea butter. People would normally do a double boiler style, but I'm always not prepared for double boiler, so I will leave this here, and just to make it very fast, I'll put it on highest, which is number 5 on my cooker. So the shea butter is fully melted, and I realized that I was going to sell this tabletop, so I had to get this to cover it. Now I'm just going to pour my shea butter inside my soap. I would have mixed all the oil together in shea butter, but because the shea butter is hot and I do not want heat to destroy any of the oil, so I'm just going to pour it in here. Alright, I'll put it aside and measure all my oils inside this bowl. Okay, so this is my first time of using glycerin, so I don't want to go overboard with it. I'll be using the 31 ml cup for my glycerin. For my avocado oil, I'll be using 1 tablespoon, which is 15 ml. 15 ml of almond oil. I'm using half tablespoon of sunflower oil. With all the oils I have, just mix them all together and pour it here. Let's mix together. Next thing I'm going to do is to mix my Xanthaga. but I won't just be mixing the Xantha gum in it directly. I'm going to pour it in this and mix a little of it separately before mixing it in a big bowl. I will use half tablespoon 2.5 ml of Xantha gum. I don't want it getting too thick for me, because if it's too thick it is not going to lather the way I want it. So I'm going to mix this till it is well dissolved. I've only mixed it for a few minutes and it's already thick. So I'm going to take a little more and put it. Add vitamin E. That is 0.6 ml of vitamin E, 0.6 ml of lemongrass, 0.6 ml of lavender oil. You can adjust this whichever way that you want it. If you want it to smell more of the lemongrass and lavender fragrance, or you can just choose any fragrance oil of your choice. But because of the oil that I just had it, just to make sure that it's mixed perfectly, I'm going to do this. Looking at it, it is not watery as it was before. It is now thick, and this is because I added the Xantha gum to get the gel-like effect. And there's something about Xantha gum that I noticed, that the first DIY that I used with Xantha gum, the longer it stayed, the thicker. So I've allowed it to sit for a while, and I'm just going to pour it in here. So now look at that. Okay, so this kind of like look too thick than I actually really wanted, but so let's see. Oh, okay, so now our soap is ready. Let's see how foamy it is. So at the end, this is a win-win. I get a foamy soap and it is still going to be moisturizing to my skin and also not dry out my hair. When the very first one I did, I really loved it, and it's actually inspired me to make this one and to increase the oil and all the recipes that I used. I was having a kind of a breakout, and then I started to make my soap and everything disappeared. Like, okay, don't let me say everything disappeared, that might look like I'm exaggerating, but actually my skin began to look great. So I think I'm sticking to this, and I'm never going to buy any soap again. That is it. To substitute for Xantha gum, you can use guar gum. I've seen a lot of people using guar gum, and I'm using Xantha gum. They are both edible and natural for you to use. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, also share. Let me know if you do this recipe, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'm going to see you in my next video.